Hi there, it's Mark Wickham here, Amazon #1 best-selling author of Effective Pricing for Accountants. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some thoughts on how you can value price management reporting. This is a huge opportunity for accountants and bookkeepers to add so much more value to clients by being proactive and regularly doing management reports, management accounts, having regular meetings, business advice, monitoring their accounting systems. So how do we price that? Well, the first key point is we have to involve the client in the pricing process. The only way to effectively value price any accounting or bookkeeping service is to have a face-to-face meeting. You absolutely must not put prices through the post, on email or on websites. You have to involve the client. So let me share with you some thoughts on how you price management reporting. What I would suggest you do is use a piece of software. This one's called Cloud Pricing. It's a software tool I wrote some time ago, and it's a tool that's helping accountants get significantly higher prices. In fact, I know of accounting firms who are getting £600 a month for management reporting over and above annual accounts and bookkeeping. This is really powerful. So some of the quick thoughts on how you would value price management reporting. The reason for using a piece of software is because you involve the client in the process, which means you can ask a series of questions to identify exactly what the client wants from you. So for example, you might ask the client, how frequently do they want to meet? Do they want a meeting, and do they want reporting and meetings on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis, or perhaps even less frequent? What about those meetings? Will they be face-to-face meetings? Where will they be? At your offices? At their offices? Perhaps online? Do they want cash flow forecasting done as part of the management reporting? Do they want industry-specific reports? You need to ask the client these questions, because until you ask these questions, you don't know what they want. So that's the first thing. Involve the client in the pricing process and find out what they want. When you've then done that, once they've answered those questions and they've identified the sort of service they want, then you would then create a fixed price. And you should always give them a choice of 3 levels, 3 options. Let them choose the package that best suits their needs, and of course the price point that best suits their needs. So using a piece of software like this, you could get to come up with a choice of 3 prices. And at the premium level, that could be at the levels of about £600 per month, which many accounting firms and bookkeeping firms are getting these sorts of fees now for management reporting. One of the really powerful reasons for using software in front of the client is if they say, actually I can't afford those, they're too expensive, then rather than you losing out on the sale and missing out on the work, what you can do is change the package. So for example, one of the things you could do for management reporting is you could go back to the first page, and the client might decide that rather than monthly, they might want quarterly meetings instead. That would bring the price down if they met once a quarter. It might be that rather than meeting with you face to face, they might be happy with an online meeting, a Skype meeting or GoToMeeting. They might decide that they don't need the forecasting at this stage. So you can keep changing the package, changing the price, working with the client until they get to a price they say yes. When you do it that way, you'll close way more sales and at much, much higher prices. Because at the end of the day, every client's unique, everybody wants a different range of things, everybody values things differently. Without a process for identifying the highest price they're willing to pay, then you'll always be underpricing. So how do you get hold of that software? Well, if you've already got the software, I do recommend that you go to the user guide, and in the user guide you'll find many more how-tos, how to price different services, and you'll find links to many more videos, and in particular I'll tell you how you can price management reporting more effectively, how you can build a brochure, a professional looking brochure. Anyway, have fun with pricing your management reporting, and I'll see you on another video. Goodbye for now.